Sagittarius. It's time to get started on your reading today. My name's Jamie. I am Southeastern Soul Tribe. Thank you for coming to my channel. If you're brand new, I hope you like my readings. Please like, share, and subscribe. And if you are returning, thank you for coming back to see me. I'm reading from the Light Seers today, and I'm starting with the Energy Oracle because it's been doing me good on my readings so far. If you'd like a private reading, all that is in the About section of my channel. They're $35. Just hit me up. I'll be glad to work you in my schedule. All right, let's look at Sagittarius today. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, help me tap into my Sagittarius collective for their highest good within their relationship sector, whatever that might be, whatever's most on your mind today, Sag. The thinking woman could be dealing with an air energy. It's very cerebral. That's been in the recent past, possibly. You might have wrapped something up and maybe even tried to start something new. We were thinking about it heavily, for sure. In the current, I had a feeling that throat chakra stuff would come up because I was feeling indigestion right here when I started coming into your energy. Either you guys could be dealing with that. But I also get the feeling that we're wanting to talk about the next step that we're going to take, the next move forward, maybe. But something is blocking here. And we're going to read that card because it's an archangel card, and I always try to read those if they come up in my reading. And it's the current energy right now, so something's definitely going on with the throat chakra. I feel that within my own indigestion right now, and I really shouldn't have indigestion. I haven't eaten anything that's doing that. But change is trying to take place, or it started to try to take place, and I feel like something has blocked that for my Sagittarian energies. However, going forward is victory. So you may be able to actually complete the wrapping up of whatever this is back here that we're only thinking about. So I don't feel like action has actually taken place yet. Something else I'm noticing, I hung out with some people this weekend, and I was drawn big time to the palm trees that were in the backyard around the swimming pool. And there were these green vines that looked like snakes that were growing around it, and I had never saw them before, and they told me they were snake vines. And I wondered if it was like Kudgy vine back home, where it like takes over and maybe smothers out the trunk of the tree. The other palm trees didn't have it, but that one did. And I immediately thought of those when I looked at her mind, or her head right there, because they look like that, only they were green. So we may be thinking about a golden opportunity. We're trying to get victory in something that's profitable or shiny, but all that glitters is not gold, by the way. And some things that are that bright and shiny could actually choke out the access to this type of victory in either closing something out from the past and creating that closure so that you can move forward in victory going forward, or not. So we're going to pull some tarot and see where that takes us. Let's read this Archangel Gabriel card, though, which talks about that throat chakra. Something that needs to happen or take place in this communication that we're needing to have, which will lead to victory, I feel. But right now, there's a block there, and we're going to have to look into that block. So let's go ahead and pull that up. This is about self-expression and speaking your truth. So if you've been holding back, obviously you've been thinking about it terribly, but we're not speaking about it. All right, let's get back to where we were. I keep getting interrupted, so I turn the do not disturb on so that I can go about the rest of my day. Anyway, so the fifth chakra, all about communication, self-expression, and right now, it's time to acknowledge the power and communicate your readiness to do so. This is talking about truthful expression, both with yourself and with others, okay? So you may have had trouble with expressing emotions and ideas in the past, but Gabriel is here to tell you that your soul longs to take this leap, okay? So be aware that true communication includes how you speak to yourself, so never deny your profound, integral value. It's time to speak up for yourself. Let your words flow, even if you have to write it, okay? So now it's time to express yourself freely and fully, and the universe honors your choice to do so, all right? So you may want to talk about a communication about a project that's coming, or a time of heightened communication with the spirit, and maybe even telepathy with other people, okay? So if you open up that opportunity and you have honest expression through your avenues of expression, there will be victory going forward. So we're going to get some clarification. We're going to get some clarification about all those things. All right. Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides for Sagittarius. Show me the thinking woman with the 47 card here. Yep. Tossing a couple of things back and forth with the Two of Pentacles. What are we trying to toss back and forth? What are these two pentacles? All right. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So we are having a toss-up energy. We're tossing it back and forth about a fact that we don't feel abundant. The Ten of Pentacles being in reverse. Something about the money, maybe. Something about our stabilization, earth energy. That have to do with our, could have to do with your home, your foundation, or even just the foundation of what the relationship was built on, maybe. What else? All about communication. That Eight of Wands is coming up in the upright. So what is Sagittarius trying to communicate here? Aries energy. Taking the fool's journey. Maybe not planning as many things out and doing things more on a whim, or the fact that maybe doing that has hurt our foundation in some way. And there seems to be a lot of waiting here, or holding back energy. We keep looking for that ship to come in, and it's not really developing at all. And someone doesn't feel very independent here at all with those Nine of Cups. It's just not happening. All right, show me the fifth chakra card. In your head, in your head. Yep, the fifth chakra is not working because we're stuck in our head. Somebody is deeply stuck in their headspace, and it's not going from here to here so that the expression can be here. What are we needing to express, if we may, about a new opportunity? We want to send a message that we want something to be tangible here. What about that? I'm getting, why is that in reverse? Hold on, let me see. Someone feels like their manifestation is blocked in some way, and that the Wheel of Fortune is turning. That's that 10 card again. You may actually be wanting to end something here, and you are afraid to say so. Why? Oh, yeah. Somebody wants to travel. Somebody wants to move in a different direction. Maybe people aren't on the same page. What do we need to know about that for Sagittarius? Ten of Swords. We might be afraid to speak it because we're going to hurt someone or hurt their feelings. Going to make them feel some kind of way. Show me this victory card. We want to cut out extras, third parties, things like that. What else? We're tired of dealing with past situations. We want to move past the past. Doing so is going to help in the long run. Show me. Yeah, somebody wants to look at other options here. Or we're trying to decide between options, and we want to bring a message of truth about that, because it feels like our intuition is pushing us somewhere else, but we've been trapped in our mind about it. All right, let's look and see what's coming forward that Sagittarius isn't seeing. So there's something defensive. Somebody's got their eyes shut to that energy. There's a teaching moment here, the teacher and the student, or like I said, there's a third party energy that's involved here. And the world is in reverse. So there's been a blockage on creating that circular energy. We haven't been able to do it. And somebody's hermiting. Somebody's getting real quiet right now, or somebody will. Could be a Virgo involved. Pisces, the Hanged Man. Something might be hidden, or we might be waiting on some other kind of message to come through. But it's trying to pull on our Sagittarian energy, that King of Wands, that passionate, like very confident energy. It's asking us to stand on that and pull from that energy that's part of fundamentally who we are as a Sagittarius. Something's hidden. I see that twice here with the Piscean. There's Cancer energy here, there's Pisces, but there's something hidden here. And there's also something about our heart space being a little bit closed off. The Queen of Cups being in reverse means that there's some feminine water energy that is not receptive here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But if that's you, then your heart space is closed off for some reason. This Hierophant is very happy with this Taurian energy, or there's some kind of commitment here, but there is a toxicity in there. Puppet Master kind of energy, but the Capricorn is in the upright. So if that's part of your energy, then that could be just a situation where someone else is in control, or there's some type of a pattern within a commitment maybe that needs to be worked out. It's very much also something that it's something that we know that we're not completely talking about. We're not saying the whole thing at all. It's hidden. And it has everything to do with what makes us the happiest, I think, for sure here. And it all stems around that communication that we're supposed to have. And we're trying to hold back from letting that crumble in some way. For sure. And that's going to be a big deal going forward. Yeah. There's a transformational energy that is going to have to come into play here. You could be dealing with another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but Scorpio's here too. But in order to move forward here, there's definitely going to have to be an energy of rebirth. So we're going to have to move some things around for sure. So let me look at the Moonology Oracle for Sagittarius. What messages do you have in Moonology for them? Where's this going? Yeah, meditate and contemplate with the Pisces energy, with that new moon in Pisces. It's like, what can we release here that is going to get our fish swimming in the right direction? You know, take time to breathe out. So try to be patient, and it's a time to give rather than take. So, you know, it's time to give that communication. If you've been holding back, the only way to seek victory is to communicate in that way. Okay. So let's look at the Oracle of Pluto for Sagittarius. And the interruptions in this entire reading has been frustrating for me. And I could sit in a spot all day long with no interruptions at all. And sometimes, like, forever, I can sit in a spot and meditate and not get any interruptions. As soon as I start reading, then here people come. And they don't know what I'm doing. It annoys me that they stare at me. Like that guy did getting out of his car. I'm like, go along. Go on. You don't even know me. Camel. So that Camel card, I've read it before, but it's all about, you know, having more resources than you think you do. Some of you might have gotten into a relationship because you thought there'd be more resources, and maybe there's not. Maybe all that glittered wasn't gold. Camel, 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 camel. It's travel, a long journey, and stamina. How much stamina do you have? So, the camel is regarded for its ability to travel long distances across the desert because it's got that whole back full of water, right? Well, the camel may literally herald the opportunity for travel. Should that be the case, this card is an invitation to embark upon that journey and to welcome whatever it may bring. I'm also having a feeling that once you make that journey, or once you travel, either energetically or physically, maybe that's a time to meditate and contemplate. And you might think that you're held back from doing it, but you actually can do it. And it's what's in your mind and the thoughts about it that's actually holding you back. It's about the perspective of like what your requirements are in order for you to be able to create movement. You know, so sometimes, like for me, I learned that I can travel a lot further for a longer period of time if I travel lighter. So not necessarily, it's deciding what are my needs and what are my wants. And my wants and my needs can be relative depending on my environment, you know. And so that's something that holds a lot of people up from traveling and getting to be able to go out there and experience the things that they want to experience, because they box themselves in with so many things that tie them to a place, person, or anything like that. The freedom of movement is there, and half the battle is getting around your thought process behind it. So the hero's journey is the outline for nearly every story you've ever read. It encompasses the trials and tribulations the protagonists must endure for their true potential to crystallize, and ultimately for there to be a triumph over evil in some way. So it's the oldest story in existence. If you've pulled the camel card in a reading, you're likely embarking upon a metaphorical journey yourself. and facing your own trials and tribulations that will test your resiliency. Remember that it is often when the hero faces defeat, exhaustion, and disillusionment that their true gifts are discovered. You may have to dig deep and find parts of yourself that you didn't know were there. Okay? So think of your all-time favorite hero's journey. It's likely resides way back in childhood, and rewatch or reread the story now. Find inspiration in your favorite character, and many believe we identify the most with those, you know? So I pulled that Aries energy earlier that was talking about taking that fool's journey, and you're being asked to do that now. But the first thing to do is communicate where your stance is, and there might be a connection back here that you need to communicate with in order for you to break loose from something that I just heard ties that bind. Okay, so Sagittarius, I know very few of you, and I certainly don't know your personal situation, so you put that where it belongs. And if you'd like a personal reading, like I said, all that information's in the About section. Donations to the channel are there as well. Thank you all for your support, and until next time, much love and light to you and yours. Please like, share, and subscribe.